Did you know that one of the greatest leaders in history was born just like you? On a chilly day in January, back in 1929, a baby boy named Martin Luther King Jr. took his first breath in bustling Atlanta, Georgia. His father, a reverend, and his mother, a schoolteacher, welcomed him into a world full of possibilities. Little did they know their son was destined for greatness. So our story begins with a baby boy in Atlanta who will grow up to change the world. Can you imagine a world where you couldn't go to school with your friends because of your skin color? That's what it was like for Martin Luther King Jr. He grew up during a time when schools were segregated, meaning black and white kids went to different schools. Despite this, Martin was a keen learner, always curious and full of questions. He was especially interested in why people were treated differently based on their skin color. Even as a young boy, Martin knew that everyone should be treated equally. What if I told you that Martin Luther King Jr. was a doctor? But not the kind who checks your heartbeat. He was a doctor of theology, meaning he studied and learned about religions deeply. After his high school and college, he wanted to keep learning, so he earned a doctorate degree. This just goes to show how committed he was to gaining knowledge and understanding. His intelligence and education played a big role in his fight for justice. So now we have Dr. King ready to fight for justice and equality. Have you ever had a dream that was so powerful it could change the world? Martin Luther King Jr. did, and he shared it in his famous speech called "I Have a Dream." He dreamed of a world where people of all colors could live together in peace. This wasn't just a dream, though. It was a call to action. Dr. King taught us about peaceful protest, showing us that we can stand up for what's right without violence. With his powerful words, Dr. King inspired millions to dream of a better world. What does it mean to leave a legacy? Let's talk about that. In 1968, something very sad happened. Martin Luther King Jr., a man full of dreams and hopes for a better world, was no longer with us. The news sent shockwaves around the world, and people everywhere felt a deep sense of sorrow. But remember, when someone leaves us, it doesn't mean their ideas or dreams have to. Fast forward to today. Did you know we celebrate a special day every year in honor of Dr. King? That's right. We commemorate Martin Luther King Jr. Day to remember his fight for equality and justice. His dream, his legacy, continues to inspire people all over the world to stand up for what's right. And that's the magic of a legacy. It's like a story that keeps being told, even when the storyteller isn't around anymore. Even though Dr. King is no longer with us, his dream of equality and justice lives on. What will your dream be?